And singer and songwriter Cassie Ventura in her first day of testifying in the trial against Sean Diddy Combs. The former girlfriend of the hip-hop mogul accuses him of coercing women into abusive sex parties and becoming violent if they refused. Scripps News national correspondent Alex Miller is live in New York with the latest. Alex, good to see you. You've been inside the courtroom. What can you tell us this hour?
Well, Cassie Ventura has been on the stand since 11 a.m. with just a couple of breaks in between, talking about her relationship with Sean Diddy Combs that lasted nearly 11 years. I should point out, though, today was the first day that she has seen him in more than 6.5 years. She is incredibly pregnant. She did not look at him, and he really didn't look at her for the most part during the trial today. They are still inside. They will be until 5 o'clock Eastern time today. But in the testimony today, we heard how Cassie Ventura says that Combs got violent with her and beat her up in various ways if he didn't get his way, if she didn't do things the way that he wanted to, and that he continued to keep tabs on her from the very beginning of their relationship. That she said that his security would incessantly call him and text her, he would call and text her, and until he got a response, he would continue to do so, even sending his security to her home at points. She says that within 6 months to a year of their relationship, that he brought up these freak-offs, introducing them into their relationship very early on. She said that it's not something that she wanted to do. She said, quote, "My stomach fell into my butt with nervousness and confusion when he asked me to do it." But she said he's polarizing, he's charming. She didn't know how to answer because she was afraid of how he would react. And that's really the theme of the entire day today, that any time that she thought she says about saying no, that she was concerned about the violent behavior that he would have, that maybe he would leave her. But we really got into the nitty-gritty details of their relationship, how they met, the way that they texted. We saw various text messages, photos of them throughout the day, even their nicknames for each other. He would call her Cece, as in Cassie Combs, and he requested that she call him Pop Pop, and that is because he asked her what she called her own grandfather, and that is why he asked her to call her that, something that she said that she thought was weird. But she talked about his temper over the course of the day, saying that if she made the wrong face, the next thing I knew, she said, was I would be getting hit in the face. And so really just going through the violent behavior that she says Sean Combs exhibited over the years, also talking in detail about the way these freak-offs would go, not just the graphic details in sexual nature that we heard about their many escorts that they hired. We saw multiple pictures of the escorts that they hired, but also everything down to the way the room was set up, that Sean Combs liked to control the lighting. At first it was candlelight, then he brought in studio lights that turned different colors depending on the songs that they played. She says that he directed every single thing down to the very last detail. She also described how much damage that they had done to these hotel rooms all over the United States, that she said they lit Glade candles, but that the smell was incredibly pungent, that they ruined linens, that they put baby oil all over the walls and the doorknobs and the furniture, and at points that there were some occasions that Sean Combs had to pay to redecorate entire hotel rooms because of how damaged they were. So that was the big takeaway, but we also went through the details of the drugs that Cassie says that the two of them used during these sex parties in great detail. Keep in mind, her husband is in the room right now. He might not be in other parts of the testimony, but today he was allowed in the room. His children stayed in the room the entire time that I was in there. His mother is in there as well. His daughter's looking at the screen every time an exhibit offered. Interestingly, Sean Combs wore the exact same outfit today that he wore yesterday. He only gets 5 tops and 5 pairs of shoes and 5 pairs of pants, so he can mix and match over the course of this 8-week trial. But just interesting to note that he chose to wear the same thing today that he wore yesterday. And again, not looking at Cassie really unless she was entering or exiting the room.
All right, so an eventful day today. Where do things go from here? What can we expect tomorrow?
Well, there's still a lot more questioning to be done from the government's side. There's videos and still images that have yet to be introduced that we've already heard, some of the graphic details of the videos that we know that Sean Combs took of Cassie Ventura sleeping with these escorts over the course of years. So we're likely going to hear from that over whether it's tomorrow or in the coming days. And then the defense will get a chance to cross-examine Cassie Ventura as well. So she's going to likely be on the stand for a number of days now. They have lots to ask her, considering she is the government's star witness.
All right, Scripps News national correspondent Alex Miller for us live in New York. Alex, thank you.